What's up, YouTube? This is Heretics Team X Force coming at you with a deck profile of Jason Lee's Teledad. I think he got 5th place tonight in the tournament. That's because of bad tiebreakers. But I thought the deck was very interesting, so here's your profile. Going into it.
Okay. Start with main deck.
Yep.
It's 1 Dark Arm Dragon, the boss of the deck. You gotta play it. 2 Summoner Monks. Get rid of dead spells, get the other level 4s to make your rank 4 plays.
Speak
really
a little
good
bit.
Push.
Hey, speak a little bit. They don't pick up audio very well.
Yep. 2 Armageddon Knights, mostly because it helps to get the darks in the graveyard when you need it. You don't always want to put more than 1 at a time, so it helps. And then it's a Rhoda target, and it's also a Summoner Monk target. 1 Dark Grepher, because it's easy. It's an easy special summon from ditching Malicious, or you could ditch 1 to send 1, and then he's also a Rhoda target and a Summoner Monk target. 1 copy of Snipe Hunter, helps you get other cards out of your hand that you don't need at the time, and he's also a good for field presence. 1 Blackwing Zephyros the Elite, pretty much for the bounce effect, to be able to recycle things that you need later in the game, and he helps with discard. And 1 Spirit Reaper, good for stall and just love poking someone's hand. 1 Necro Gardener, he's good for discard fodder. He's a really good level 3. He's just something to help keep the graveyard going. Play 2 copies of Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. The effect being able to mill off a normal spell and not pay cost to activate is just too good. Plus it's a D-draw target, a Rhoda target, and he's also a target for Summoner Monk. 3 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. It's just the way to make your level 8s the best way and easiest way, in my opinion. Banish 1, and you special summon another one for your deck. 2 copies of Plague Spreader Zombie. 3 was cloggy, 1 wasn't enough. It helps to stack dead Malicious from your hand back to your deck, and it's just good to stack a normal spell for Diamond Dude's effect. 3 copies of Kribon's, one of the best tuners in my opinion. He's good for making your level 8 plays with Malicious and Emergency Teleport. On to the spells. 3 copies of Emergency Teleport is one of the best things that you can possibly use. It sucks milling it off with Diamond Dude, but you still get it in the end, and it just helps to get the Kribons out of your deck, and it's good discard fodder for Summoner Monk. 3 copies of Destiny Draw. This is pretty much your draw power of the deck, since they put a lure to 1, and it's just good to be able to use your Malicious out of your hands and draw 2. The 1 copy of Allure of Darkness, because you only have 1, because it's just too good of a draw card. My personal tech, 1 the beginning of the end. It's good for late game with trying to keep your graveyard circulated. If you have 7 or more, then you banish 5, and then you draw 3 cards. And if you mill it off with Diamond Dude, you just draw 3 cards. The 1 Rhoda for the search. 1 copy of Soul Charge. 1 copy is perfectly fine. I didn't even use it today. I ended up siding it out in game 2 of several different games, but it helps when needed. Dark Hole is a staple, gotta have it. Book of Moon, always good to break up a play. And 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. It's just one of them things. This deck hates back row, so it helps to get rid of it. On the traps, the 1 copy of Solemn Warning, the 1 Torrential Tribute. I play double Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Also helps to get rid of your dead Malicious and other cards. and it's just always fun to be able to make them have to stack something back on top when they want something and they can't get it. And then last but not least, I play double Mirror Force, mostly because you don't really worry too much about any of their attacks, but it's still good to have something to stop them. I ended up siding one out every other game. That's the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. On to the extra inside. For extra, one Ally of Justice Catastor. The only level 5 I play. It helps when needed. One HTS Sahemoth. It's a good generic level 6, and the banish effect gets around a lot. And then one copy of Black Rose Dragon, just when you need that extra nuke. It's pretty good. And then for level 8s, I play Colossal Fighter, which I'm opting to drop it for a second of this card, Beals. Beals is just extremely broken with Scrap Dragon being able to target himself and one card your opponent controls, and then being able to blow up both, and this still staying on field is just too good.
And Beals is just good on its own. I mean,
you just can't get around it. The only way to get rid of it is by banishing it or bouncing it. And one copy of Crimson Blader. It's always good to have a way out. It makes it to where your opponent can't really do much, and with Draco Sack hurting a lot and people needing them 7s, this helps stop it. One copy of Thought Ruler. You run an excessive amount of psychic type monsters, and the fact that he can't be targeted by paying 1,000 is just really good. Scrap Dragon, because he's Scrap Dragon, why not? Stardust, you gotta have him, he's just good. And then for the Exceeds, one Cowboy, just for game when you need it. One number 101 Honor Arc, he's just too good. I just love taking someone's Draco Sack from him. It makes them cry on the inside. One Mace Stroke.
it's so pretty. Zoom in. It's so pretty.
It helps to get rid of certain problems, and it's fun to just detach one and book something that they have and then run over it. So it's good. The one Daigusto Emerald, for being able to late game recycle cards that you need.
Make them allies live.
The one Lavolval Chain Dragon, it helps with one of the key combos to the deck, being able to stack Dad to the top of your deck and then being able to draw it next turn. And then one Diamond Dire Wolf. Opting to take it out for an Exton night, but right now Diamond Dire is just doing work, so why not keep him? For my side deck, this is the sideboard that I played today. I played 2 DD Crows, just in case I ran into anything that I needed to get things out of the graveyard for, like Lightsworn, being able to take that last target from them. It's just a lot of hate. One copy of Neospish and Grand Mole, only good just to bounce things that are problems, why not? One Thunder King Ryo, to be able to just make it to where they can't add, and it's hard to get over him anyway because he's just a 1900 beat stick, so why not? Mystical Space Typhoon, just because you gotta have that third one in there. 2 copies of Swords of Concealing Light, one of the biggest MVPs of the day. I used it in order to book Draco Sack and several other monsters that were problematic for me, but it was just so much fun being able to do it. 2 Cursed Seal of Forbidden Spells. This I use mostly against Noble Knights and Spellbooks, because I don't like them getting their effects off, and being able to, the fact that they can't play it after you negate it with this makes it to where they just run out of options. And then I play 2 copies of Divine Wrath to be able to get that extra discard out, and I like it personally, I like it better than Effect Veiler, because Effect Veiler just does not work in this deck. but this works just fine for the discard outlet. And then I play 2 copies of Light Imprisoning Mirror, just in case I ran into a Lightsworn or any other light-based deck like Boojins or Hunders and things like that. And last, I play 1 copy of Bottomless and 1 compulsory evacuation device, just staple traps.
Alright, thanks guys. Like, subscribe.